Okay, so we now go to my personal choices for the Miss Universe crown or Miss Universe Philippines crown this year. It's really nakakalukring to just pick one because I have at least 5 girls really who deserve the crown because may kanya-kanya silang galing. But, well, we need to give them rankings and wish me luck. Again, this is based on their preliminary performances sa swimsuit at evening gown at sa interview. Alright? Okay. Before my choices, let me give you back my top 5 before the preliminary competition. Here they are. Okay, so sino ngayon? Let's talk about swimsuit. Nakakaloka. I think Maureen has the best body. Yung, kung focus talaga tayo sa sa waistline. It's Maureen. I don't really like Cebu's legs. Ayoko ng legs na hindi pantay. You know what? You know what I mean? Pantay. You know what I mean? Yung ganun. And then paliit. Diba? Hindi naman pwedeng echo-derecho, diba? So that's the actual shape na talagang nasabi natin maganda. So yung sa kanya medyo nagbubungguan, ganun. Tapos medyo, basta, as in nga, diba? But this time, when you watch her, gyrate on the catwalk, on that runway, you don't notice her legs anymore. All you could see is that great performance. That's a great passerella performance. Diba? Ang ganda-gandang tingnan. So hindi ka na naapektuhan ng iyong pananaw na pangit ang kanyang legs. Because na-overshadow ka ng kanyang energetic and confident display of a Miss Universe walk. So, I began to like her more. Katrina. There's something that I always notice. Since dun pa lang sa runway challenge, yung iniyuyuko niyo yung kanyang legs pag turn. You know what I mean? Do I have to show it to you? Yung humahalyok. How do you say that? Yung kumakayod, bumababa yung tuhod, nagbe-bend. And then straight ulit. It annoys me. Nakaka-distract. Sa akin kung sa iba pasado, okay lang. But, it looks amateurish. She's a veteran. In fact, when I told everyone that she's the most prepared, that kung labanan sa ngayon lang, padala siya and she's ready. She could compete. Pero, ayoko magsinungaling na wala akong nakitang hindi masyadong kaaya-aya. Because that is not kaaya-aya. Particularly those who have been following religiously Miss Universe competitions. Yung ganung lakad is, yung ganung turn, yung ganung paggamit ng ganung pa or action is parang natuturo ka pa lang ng babagong sasali sa beauty pageant. So ito nakikita ko lang, I don't create something para ikasinan ng kandidato because she's my number 1 bet for Miss Universe. So ilagay nyo na yan sa inyong puso at isipan. But tanggapin natin na meron din sila mga flaws. And I think that's one flaw sa aking palagay. It doesn't look good. Yeah, it just doesn't look good. Nawawala yung regalness that she has been showing to all of us for the past 3 or 4 weeks now. Victoria, okay, but it's the shoulders. I think it's narrow, but many people still argue that, okay, ang ganda naman sa narrow, but look at Miss Mexico, medyo narrow yung shoulders, pero siya yung nanalo. Well, I don't like it. If you like it, then go. Walang away, kanya-kanya tayo, diba? So, nanonood ka ngayon because you would like to hear my personal assessment, my personal preferences, and this is what I want, this is what I like from my candidate, or from our candidate to, when she represents the Philippines sa Miss Universe stage. Hindi naman sa mahirap bihisan because we have seen Victoria na talaga namang bonggang-bongga magsuot. In fact, siya yung nag-top sa ating list sa arrival, sa registration day. Pero yun, dito sa swimsuit at dito sa gown, sa preliminary, is doon ko napansin na gano'n, parang echo-derecho lang. Yung tipong sexy, parang echo-derecho lang because of that, that shoulder effect. May ganun. So baka malabo lang mata ko. But I like the girl. I like her. I still like her. Laguna, hindi masyadong sexy, but she exudes sexiness. Alam mo yun? The way she looks at you. Miss Cebu, Aberasturi, is, I think, she just doesn't exude sexiness. She exudes an aura of a Miss Universe. Yung bunga. Yung malaking bibig, yung pagpout, pagtawa. You know, it reminds you of the past MU queens. Sabihin na natin nagkukumpara, but she looks like a Venezuelan Miss Universe winner. Yung nasa kalibre na Estefania. Mga ganun na datingan niya. So, I think, maganda yung performance niya. Gown and swimsuit. Gusto ko si Katrina sa gown, but once again, meron na naman akong napansin. Yung tipong huwag na kasi tayo huwag na mag-alapiya kung yun na lang yung dati mong ginagawa. Nawala rin yung kanyang banat dati sa Miss Supranational. Meron siyang strategic, how do you say this? Basic hand position whenever she poses. Parang papaganon, diba? Yun, parang nawala yun. Correct me if I'm wrong, baka hindi ko lang napansin. So totally nag-iba talaga. Nag-iba yung hair, nag-iba yung datingan niya, medyo seryoso, medyo parang mas gusto ko yung dati. Yung wala lang, go rampa. Diba? Carefree. Ganun, parang siya, parang she is being controlled by something or maybe by someone, you know. Now, okay, change the tactic. We have to go this way. Parang ganun. So you could really feel the difference. At ang nangyayari tuloy, sa pananaw ko, is mas feeling uncomfortable. Feel ko lang So, nagkakaroon ng stiff effect. Diba? Kung dati talagang ganon siya, ngayon talaga is tipong Diba? So, mas gusto ko yung before. Kung gusto niyo ngayon, bahala kayo. So, maraming candidates, and I think hindi bumagay kay Katrina yung ganon, seryoso, yung smile si Pia. And then, ngiti, and then, biglang ganon agad. You know, you see, it's so learned, it's so rehearsed, it's so trained. You know what I mean? Parang nawawala yung kanaturalan na gusto mo before. Hindi naman komo maganda sa isang kandidata, is maganda rin sa lahat. Diba? So I think, naging maganda kay Pia, naging maganda kay Catriona, pero hindi sa lahat. Kaya ni Katarina, hindi masyadong umaga yun. Parang umasim yung kanyang smile. Nawala yun, basta, nabis ko yung dati na all out talaga siya na. Diba? Alam mo yun. And, you could see that in Steffi's face, or facial calisthenics. Yung talagang, nag-iiba-iba yung mood, and, hindi pila tingnan. Maganda tingnan. Yung talagang tipong, wow, naku, pag ito ang nilaban natin sa Miss Universe, talaga naman bongga. Yung nga lang, may konti kang kaba. Pagdating naman sa it's not just because she can speak good English. Of course, she could. Kita-kita naman natin talagang, although sabi ko nga is, yung performance sa mga hindi nakapanood yung performance sa preliminary interview, it's just like you got a beautiful box of chocolate. Pero pagbukas mo, hindi masarap yung lasa. Alam mo yun, parang kulang yung sagot. Pero, natatabunan yun ng kanyang kumpiyansa sa sarili. Dire-diretso lang. Pero, alam mong may kulang. Alam mong hindi dapat yun. Alam mong dapat ganito. Pero, sige, okay lang. Total, ratsyada naman. Parang ganun. Di ba? So, ang ganda ng packaging, but a little bit hungkag ng konti yung what's inside. Parang ganun. Marami mga nagpasabog. Actually, mga nagpasabog is hindi mga veterana, kundi mga bago. Like si Miss Misamis Oriental, si Miss ALBAY. I think, maayusan lang ng bonggang-bongga pa more si Miss Misamis. Is pwedeng-pwede siyang, yun nga lang, I watched her live interviews with some vloggers. I think, dalawa yung napanood ko. So parang, talaga siya, parang maganda siya na hindi maganda masyado. Parang ganun. Alam mo yun, maganda. Mestiza kasi nga, magandang ilong, magandang mata, pero alam mo, hindi masyadong pang-beauty queen yung pero maganda. Alam mo yung sinasabi. But, you know, halos ganoon din naman yung iba, in fairness. But, kung may biglang gugulantang, one of those is Miss Misamis Oriental. Ang galing-galing niya magsalita. Sexy pa. Diba? Konting training lang. Miss Albay as well, super sweet magsalita. Hindi ko lang alam kung e-epekto yon sa mga international judges, but she's got a lot of things na pwede niyang baunin sa Miss Universe pageant. Diba? Katawan, confidence, charisma, tingin na nakakalusaw. Meron. Kisses was a revelation because she hasn't done something great talaga for the past few weeks. So in short, yung kanyang revelation na yun is hindi naman ganun talagang kabongga. So for me, is mag-training siya ng konti and then join Binibining Pilipinas. And testing siya sa Miss Grand International. Iba? Total eksaheradahan ng labanan doon. Pasukan natin ng cute and demure, sweet and beautiful. Diba? Baka yun na magiging weapon natin para finally mapanalunan ang Miss Grand International. Sinasabing kachipan ng nakararami, pero pinapanood naman natin because bonggang-bongga ang mga pasabog nila. Bonggang-bongga ang kanilang mga palabas. So in my original top 5, before the preliminary competitions, I think malamang na may malaglag dito. Sino yung papasok? Sino yung malalaglag? And that adds, thrill to the competition. Yung scenario na yan. I think Maureen gave a great performance. Ang lang talaga ang dapat ayusin is dagdagan ng glam look. Kailangan mapag-aralan talaga kung ano yung pinakamaganda sa kanya. Hair and makeup. Walang problema sa baba, walang problema na sa lakad, konting polish na lang. Iba, she could do a lot of poses here and there because she's been a veteran in modeling. Meron pang pwedeng ilabas pero I think that's already okay. So dito lang talaga. It's not because she's beautiful. I think she's one of the prettiest girls in this competition. But I believe that there should be a huge overhaul when it comes to the head portion. Makeup and hair. Pagkaraan nilang mabuti kung ano talaga ang bagay sa kanya. Ganun. Ang ganda-ganda ng shoulder ni Miss Manila. Ang galing-galing niya magdala ng damit. Ang galing-galing niya magdala ng gown. Ang galing-galing ng performance sa gown competition. Or sa swimsuit preliminary. She can be she can be the real deal when we talk about other competitions like Miss Supernational or Miss Grand International. Kung hindi man siya manalo this year, isumali siya sa Binibining Pilipinas next year. At isama niya yung kanyang ama sa finals night. Miss Romblon, super wow sa gown preliminary. One question, why is there no group photos? Like for example, all the candidates in swimsuit. Kahit pa, i-divide into 2 groups. Diba, at least you could see them all together. So you could pinpoint who has the most impact of them all. You could really have a nice view to pinpoint who stood out. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe there are some that I just missed out. So in case you know some links to that, please comment it down below. Laren May gives the same vibes that Ariela Aridas, had given us. Yun, yung tipo, okay, pag ganan lang, parang walang latoy lang, pero papasok sa 5. Dahil sa kanyang kakaibang ganda, diba? Yung Filipinang-Filipina. Maganda naman talaga mga Filipina. So yun ang kanyang pinaka-power. Yung kanyang pangkalahatang kagandahan. Albay is fine. Actually, she was on top of my best in national costume. She was my first choice. But I must admit that the glitters that she's had for the previous weeks basically dimmed that night or during the preliminary competition. Ang kanyang kinangas faded a little bit. But, still very competitive. We are not the judges, so all we do talaga is, everyone is just guessing. This is a guessing period. Wala pwede magsabi na talagang she is the only one who could tell the winner, who could predict who the winner would be. Everyone is hanging at this point. Ang bawat sale kanya-kanyang bala na pwedeng pasabugin pa the moment na nakapasok sila sa top 16. And from then on, akyatin yung pinakamataas and eventually represent the Philippines at the Miss Universe pageant. You see? So, pag nakapasok sa top 16, dun pa lang yung simula ng labanan. Talaga. Yun ang salang-salana. Is there a top-seeded or frontrunner na pwedeng malaglag sa top 16? What do you think? Alam naman natin yung 6 or 7 na talagang heavyweights, kumbaga. So from them, feel mo may babagsak sa kanila. I expect that you would comment down your top 5 winners. And babasahin natin yan para sa ating review ng Miss Universe Philippines right after the pageant. So sulat na kayo ngayon, now na. let's talk about the possibilities because ang dami talaga mga pwedeng mangyari. It could be Cebu versus... Cebu. Wait. Cebu versus Cebu. Diba? Pwede. Pwede rin ang Miss USA versus... Do you know what I'm talking about? Miss USA versus Miss New Zealand. Tapos paguguluhin pa ng Miss Germany. Diba? Silang tatlo sa top 3. Or biglang Sweet versus Sweet. Maureen versus Kisses. Diba? Who knows? Everyone's a chance. I think 10 girls from my top 16 would be a potential winner. Or could really win it all. Diba? Or talagang talagang they zoomed past the Frontrunners at biglang makita na lang natin na Miss Oriental and Miss ALBAY ang naroon sa unahan. Ang last two standing. Diba? Ang daming nakakatuwang senaryo na maaaring mangyari, maaaring magkatotoo. Because wala nga kasing solidong nandun na nakahiwalay sa pack. Diba lahat naghihilaan? Of course, meron din kandidata na I don't think would make a surprise win. But ayoko na siyempre sabihin. I-private na lang natin yan. But I could name 2 or 3 na malamang hindi makonsider. Pero once again, lahat ng kandidata ngayon, or sabihin na lang natin na 95% is magagaling magsalita. Unlike last year. At marami rin magaganda ngayon. Same as last year. Kasi marami rin magaganda last year. Yun. I think that's enough to titillate your imagination. So we are now ready to announce my top 16. And the last girl that you would see is my new Miss Universe Philippines. Go, go, go.